What's going on to you, Aquarius out here? So you have the Scorpio energy, Six of Pentacles, and then you also have the Eight of Pentacles for you, Aquarius. So huge change, because whenever it is that I get the Scorpio energy, it means big, abrupt change. Not looking behind you, not going back, continuing to move forward regardless of what happens. And that's what's going on with you, Aquarius. Humongous change. The Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles here for you, Aquarius, speaks about something, they playing music outside. This is New York City. You already know what's happening. It is what it is. But hey, listen. So, they out here. Let me tell you, New York City, they be partying regardless of if it's cold, hot, fall, winter, spring, summer. Anyway, so for you, Aquarius, right, the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles speaks about how if a person can't meet you halfway, then you would rather be in it alone and do it by yourself. Because a lot of you, Aquarius, are like, okay, well, what's the point of being with someone if they're not going to meet you halfway, like I've been talking about. And see, again, like this is what it is that I've been driving home with the whole Aquarius thing, right? The perspective is to essentially find your way and have a spiritual awakening or have enlightenment, regardless of whether you are single or if you're with someone else. That's what Aquarius represents. What I'm trying to say here is that with the whole Aquarius thing, is that it's easier if you have the aid of others. However, if you can't necessarily get yourself into a relationship because there is not a lot of good people for you to be in a relationship with, then obviously stay by yourself, right? If I myself could be in a relationship with someone that is a functional person that can actually meet me at my level, or basically they are a match for me, then I would be with them. However, based upon how there's not a lot of individuals who are like that, I stay single, right? You have a lot of people who look at you, Aquarius, and they look at you and they see a body, they see someone who looks good. But as it is that I was talking about before, right? Beauty is something that, is essentially beauty is something that, again, this is why it is that they say that it's in the eye of the beholder, because beauty is something that basically is accessed, but it has no substance, right? People cannot grasp it. They cannot hold on to it, right? Beauty is something abstract. So what I'm trying to say here with you is that a lot of you, Aquarius, understand that, and a lot of you would rather be by yourself single than to be in a relationship with someone that only thinks of you as being beautiful in a particular way, whether it's your body or finances or your mind, right? Because I've talked about this before, about how people will hang out with you because people want to hang out with you due to the fact that they will want to get close to you so that they can actually hear the ideas that you have so that they could bite off of yours, take yours, right? Act like they the one who created it, get it done. And then the next thing you know, right, you kind of out an idea. Now, granted, you could still do the idea, but this person's with you, they kind of been done. And so now the Emperor and the Three of Pentacles here, they basically start to act like you're lame or whatever, right? Goofy. Anyway, the Emperor and the Three of Pentacles here for you, Aquarius, also, again, it represents how you're in a place. It represents how you're in a place where for you, Aquarius, right? The Emperor is, so that's the level of enlightenment that a lot of you, Aquarius, had to get to, right? The last dragon type of thing, understanding that you are the master of your own universe and you are the student of your own universe. And so a lot of you, Aquarius, are like, okay, you're beginning to understand that now, right? Understanding that you have gained a certain level of enlightenment. The Three of Pentacles represents you basically are able to do both, which is there's times where, you are around others, and then there's times when you are around yourself. So what am I trying to say with all of this? To bring it home, right? To kind of bring this thing full circle. What I'm trying to say here is that for you, Aquarius, regardless of if you're in a relationship that works or if you're single, it's what works for you, right? And that a lot of you, Aquarius, are having an enlightenment moment where you're gaining enlightenment based upon your disposition. You can have enlightenment. You can have enlightenment by yourself. You can have enlightenment with other people. And so the situation with that is that a lot of you, Aquarius, are just gaining the enlightenment that, once again, relationships should be 50-50. You know, it's kind of a wild concept that people don't want to do that. And that, once again, like, why would you, like, you're healing. So the natural question is, why should you and why would you, Aquarius, decide to be with anybody whom does not take you seriously enough and don't really take themselves seriously, right? Because they don't take anybody seriously because they're dysfunctional. Why would you want to be in a relationship with anybody, hang out with anybody, be good with anybody, be close to anybody who, does not take themselves seriously enough to think that they can give anything valuable at all to you? You got to be the only one that gives everything while you receive nothing, and you be okay with it. And so the situation with that, I'm going to tell you what that does. That creates separation, is what it does. And so the thing about it is that, so for you, Aquarius, right, which Aquarius rules separation anyway. And so the Ace of Pentacles here represents you, Aquarius, right? Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. You, Aquarius, seek to offer or leave the world a better place. Leave the world a better place than which you were, what world you were born into, right? You're trying to make the world a better place compared to how it is that you came into this muck. And so the thing is that for you, that's what it is that you, Aquarius, want to do. And the Magician is, for you, Aquarius, you'll be able to do that, okay? But you needed to have this enlightenment in order to do that at first. Because a person who wants to give things back to the world, but who does not understand why they want to do that, or they're doing it for some sort of a selfish or a hyper selfish reason, like it makes them, I don't even give back to the world based upon, they want to do it because it'll bring them money or something or whatever, without having the intention of actually making the world a better place, is a very hyper selfish thing to do. And so the Magician here represents you have a way to actually give back to the world in the way that you want. The Chariot and the Queen of Cups here for you, Aquarius, also speaks about how, and so, you are very stubborn in the sense of you are determined to make the world a better place, if not from the way of your family. And your family is a representation of whom you are, or your friends, or, I don't know, the people, whomever, see, that's another thing too with the goofies, right? When people, talk this goofy nonsense about, you be trying to make stuff up. No, goofy, I don't know how to articulate it. I know what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to put it into a language yet. Goofy, get off my, you know what I'm saying? Get off my gherkin for real, and keep it afterwards. Yo. So, you'll have the goofballs. Did you change your sheets? I change my sheets at least twice a week. The recommended is once a week. Did you change your sheets? Why are you so worried about what I'm doing? I know what I'm doing. Anyway, so the situation with you is like making a bag off of making the critics who wants to be critical for no reason, making a bag off of goofing on y'all. I know what I'm doing, even when it comes to making comedy out of y'all. So for you, Aquarius, the Queen of Cups here represents, and again, never allow anyone to come through and just use you for nothing, and then they don't even respect you. They don't even, they're not even grateful. They're not even respectful to you, right? They just come around you and use you. Because like I said before, I've seen Aquarius used for their mind. I've seen Aquarius used for their body, and it's the person just looking at you, Aquarius, like, okay, you're just one thing. And you Aquarius have different attributes, right? And then, like, you Aquarius are like, and this could be a friendship, this could be a romantic relationship, and it's like you getting to know the person, or the person is only looking at you for your brain, your mind, your ideas specifically, only looking at you for your beauty, only looking at you for the friends that you have. And like you Aquarius are like, I'm all of those things put together, right? But then they can't deal with you from all of those perspectives as a singular person to the collective of you Aquarius. They look at you like they have to separate or divide different aspects of you instead of whom you actually are, right? In your totality. And so that's not an actual way of really giving, that's not a real profound way of actually looking at a person's value, right? And it's actually insulting. I'm not even gonna lie. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups. It's actually really quite insulting, because I've had that done myself, where it's like, that I'm not just a mind, right, where I come up with ideas. You notice that. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups. So to clarify the Queen of Cups, you have the Sun card, Two of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, the Fool card, and then the Justice card, right? So what I'm seeing here is that for you, the Sun card, Two of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles for you represents how you, Aquarius, right, to clarify the Queen of Cups. So this just brings greater enlightenment. This speaks to how you, Aquarius, are not as numb as you used to be. That's number one. Because at some point in you Aquarius's history, y'all thought that, numbing your emotions and being detached from people totally emotionally is going to solve the enlightenment situation, and it didn't. It just made you feel used and disrespected. And so now you Aquarius, that is one of the enlightening things that you Aquarius are learning about yourselves. You do have feelings. You do want to be considered as a living being, as a person, a living person. You want people to consider you. You want people to think about you. You want people to think about how you would feel, right? And so the situation is the Sun card, Two of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles here for you Aquarius is that, right? So it's this sense that you're going to be that. And, if people treat you as if you're only one thing dividedly, then you're not going to be with them, because they'll only treat you and engage with you from that capacity, right? And so you won't take them seriously. Yeah, you won't take them seriously. Seven of Pentacles, you're worth investing into, right? Getting to know a little bit more. And so the thing is that the Fool card and the Justice here represents, so a lot of you Aquarius are establishing your own, it's gotten to a point with you Aquarius where you've seen as almost like inanimate objects at one point in your history. And you Aquarius have come into an enlightenment where you understand you're not going to do that to yourself, because you can numb your emotions out, but why do that in the first place? It's not putting you in a very good disposition. It's actually setting you back. And so, yeah, like you Aquarius don't want to do that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Very powerful wisdom that you are inheriting from your own self-discovery, right? I.e. enlightenment. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel 200K. Listen, we're at 29,332. We're growing. Thankfully, we're growing quickly. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. And if you, Aquarius, want to get my video game, the link to that is in the comment section below. Also, if you want to come through and get a personal reading from me, the link to that is in the comment section below also. Peace.